guys? I am Hulking Scanlan Jr. and I have what it takes to be a Shivering Isles next top swamp monster. Why don't we go on inside and I'll tell you what makes me super qualified to replace my dad who died. So, here's the thing. I understand that my dad was this giant guy, this 10-10 swamp monster that was really, really hard to kill. Finally got taken out by Don's Wrath. I don't know personally a lot about Don, but he sounds like he kind of sucks, and he's on my list, and I'll take care of him after I become the Shivering Isles next top swamp monster. And here's what makes me specially qualified, okay? I am an agility creature, just like my dad, okay? I am handsome as hell. Look at this. Look at this. I got what it takes, okay? I do not work well with others, which is a good quality for a swamp monster to have, okay? Let's say an Indrik, or a high elf, or a wood elf, or any of the elves for that matter, come into my swamp. I'm gonna eat them. Just no questions asked. I just rip them limb from limb and devour that shit. It's gonna be awesome. Okay. Here's another reason why I am definitely the best candidate for the Shivering Isles next top swamp monster. The OG swamp monster, that's my dad. That's my dad. I learned all his moves, okay? When I was a kid, I learned how to be a man from that guy, okay? I was 15 years old. He used to bring home Golden Saints 2 at a time because of his massive life total, okay? Massive. I heard the Golden Saints talking about his massive life total, okay? And one time he brought home 4 of Devaith Fear's daughters. I don't even know. That was a little weird, actually. I know their daughters, they look just like him. Either way, I picked up that game from my old man. I got that. Okay? I've also got some of my own interests, okay? I like to crochet. I collect cats. Khajiits. Yeah. They don't really like it, actually. But forced labor is acceptable in this continent, right? Right? Okay, yes. I collect Khajiits. I'm an excellent Khajiit employer. This is Celine. She's a Khajiit from elsewhere. She is here to tell you why I am supposed to be the Shivering Isles next top swamp monster. Celine, what do you think? Wow, he's amazing. That's right, I am. I am amazing. What else do you have to say? You should totally make him the next top swamp monster. I agree. Now, let me tell you about some of my feats of strength, okay? These are not the sort of thing you're going to get from your Argonian applicants. No, Argonians are not swamp monsters, okay? Those are city monsters, okay? They sold out long ago. But let's go down some of my feats of strength. Number 1, okay? Number 1. I once beat up Alduin. The dragon god, yeah, I took him down. I did. How did I do that? Well, if you put a hackwing feather on me, I'm massive. And sharpshooter scout friend of mine hit him with an arrow and then I killed him. And I survived to tell the tale. That's number 1 on my feats of strength list. Feat of strength number 2. Okay, I one time led a battle mage regiment with 1 creature and 2 actions, singleton, into combat, and OTK'd a spell sword. So it was a spell sword. So maybe it's not as impressive as it would be if it was any other class. But I OTK'd a spell sword by playing a single card. That was like 45 items and support cards in my deck. That you're not gonna get that from some Dunmer, okay? Not gonna happen. Feat of strength number 3. This one's gonna blow your mind. This one's gonna blow your mind just like it blew up Morrowind. That's right. Remember that story that was going around about how a comet hit Morrowind because Vivek's spear went limp or something like that? No, that's not what really happened. Let me tell you what really happened. I was pissed off. I was angry. This Dunmer, she broke up with me, and turned out she was dating one of my Khajiit, and that's unacceptable. So you know what I did? I flew into outer space, I grabbed a comet, and I plummeted it on the city of her people so as to commit genocide. I don't think any of the other applicants for this job are going to be able to say they almost wiped out an entire species. That is what, I mean, frankly, if that alone doesn't make me qualified to be America's next top swamp monster, what was that? Shivering Isles? Yes. Shivering Isles, next top swamp monster? I don't know what does. Alright, can you zoom in on my face? I need to show my emotion. Okay? This part is important. Kids, are you listening, kids? I'm doing this for you, okay? For every little swamp monster out there who thought they weren't going to be good enough, okay? You don't have to hope that Princess Fiona lands in your swamp and you get lucky. You can make it happen yourself, okay? You're not like an onion. You're like a battle axe, and you're just there to smash into life, because you can be a swamp monster too, and I'm doing it for the kids. Yes, the million septim salary and prize is, of course, appealing, but let's say that I get this. Let's say I get this position. I'll donate that money to the preschool of Winterhold. Yeah, I'm willing to do that, because I'm not in it for the money. I mean, I need money. I owe guys a bunch of money, actually. Skooma expensive, there's no denying that. And, with ferocious talent, skill, and good looks comes ferocious appetite and personality disorders, but I digress. I'm doing it for you kids. Yeah, you can do this. Oh, I didn't see you there. It might interest you to know that I am also an incredible artist. Musicianship runs deep in my sludgy, probably toxic blood. And I think being well-rounded, both physically and, talent-wise, is an important aspect of being the Shivering Isles' next top swamp monster. Now let me tell you something else, though. This is the coup de grace. This is the #1 reason why I deserve to be the next top swamp monster, and none of the other competitors do, okay? Let me tell you something very important. The guy I'm replacing, that's my dad. Do any of the other applicants have Legends cards? Do they? Do their fathers have Legends cards? Because I got the same stats as my dad. That's why today, I'm going to show you something I don't think anybody else has ever seen except for those Russian hackers. I'm going to show you my dad's Legends card, okay? January 24th, you can play with my dad. I never really got to play with my dad because, work was important. And, he left to get a pack of smokes like 25 years ago, and I haven't seen him since. But either way, this is my dad. Hulking Scanlan. 10-10. Immune to lethal. You can't shackle him. You can't do anything to this guy, except watch as he blows things up and rains destruction down upon you just like I will. That's my dad. Okay? I got the same good looks. I got the same skills. I don't have the teeth, but that's okay, because that lets me talk without a lisp. My dad had a lisp. I don't have a lisp. That makes me that much more qualified. That's all there is to say. See you on the ladder.